So this question asks us to calculate the temperature change that occurs when you add 120.0 kilojoules of heat energy to 700 grams of liquid water at 18.0 degrees Celsius. It tells us that the specific heat capacity of water is 4.19 kilojoules per kilogram degrees Celsius. If the question doesn't tell you what the specific heat capacity is, remember that you can look for it on your formula sheet. So my first question is, which of the formulas am I going to use for energy? And I can figure out which one because my question says temperature change. So I need to use the formula that involves a temperature change, which is Q equals mc delta T. My first value that I have is 120 kilojoules. That's a measure of energy, so I know that's going to be my Q. Q equals 120.0 kilojoules. My next value I have is 700 grams. Grams is a measurement of mass, so 700 grams. However, I'm going to change that to kilograms because when I look at my units for my constant, I can see that the mass units are kilograms. So I need to use my conversion factor. The thing that I want is kilograms, so I'm going to put it in the numerator. The thing that I have is grams, and the relationship between them is 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. So I can type this into my calculator. 700 times 1 divided by 1,000 equals 0.7. So 0.700, just to keep those 3 sig digs, kilograms. C is my constant, 4.19 kilojoules per kilogram degrees Celsius, and delta T is what I'm solving for. I do have a temperature value here, but it's an initial temperature, and the question is asking for temperature change. Therefore, this value is an extra value that I don't need for my calculation. I need to rearrange my formula to isolate T, so Q equals mc delta T. Right now, T is associated with M and C by multiplication, so I'm going to divide both sides of my formula by mc, which allows me to cancel on both sides, and I get T equals Q divided by mc. I can now sub in my numbers. M is 0.700 kilograms. Q is 120.0 kilojoules, and C is 4.19 kilojoules per kilogram degrees Celsius. I can type that into my calculator, 120.0 divided by, and I'm going to put a bracket so that both of the lower values end up in the denominator, so 0.700 times 4.19, and I get a final value of 40.91. I'm allowed to have 3 significant digits, so my answer is 40.9, and because it's a change in temperature, degrees Celsius.